Hey, Ailey and Kim's in. Good stuff.
Hey Pat, how you doing, man?
Not bad, Ailey. You?
Yeah, not too bad. I'll pop and see you when I'm finished.
Yeah, no worries, mate. I'll pop around on. Hey, Kim. I'll be on reception, and well, yeah, I've got some left anyway, so I don't know what flavours I got, but we'll have a look in a bit.
No worries, mate. Do you prefer cash or card or what?
You'll be able to walk from yours after doing this workout. On the assumption that you can walk after doing this workout.
Sorry, man, you just froze, so I didn't hear that. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, that's on the assumption that you can walk across to come and see us after you've completed this session.
Oh God, yeah. Well, I'll get Kim to give me a piggyback. We do the inclusion.
Right, let's see if anybody else is joining us, or have they been put off by the name? Alison's there. Hey, Alison. Hi. Lizzie, brilliant.
Hi, Pat.
You all right?
Yeah. You?
Yeah, good, thanks. Dan's here. Well, there's only Sean who's missing. Sean's normally, he hasn't missed one yet, ain't Sean? So I wonder if he's going to be joining us. So the theme for this week, kicking off on Monday with legs, is so we're going to try and volumise the workouts this week if we can. So occasionally it's a nice strategy to use when you're in the gym to occasionally throw in a really high volume workout or a really high volume week, just to sort of give you some sort of, new sort of stimulus to work through, really, a new sort of challenge to try and get your teeth into. It's hard to train like this all the time because the body's ability to recover from such sessions is quite compromised. So I tend to throw these in once every 3 or 4 workouts or something, just so that I've got some sort of challenge for myself to work through with my own training. So they're tough, really. So the challenge on this particular workout comes from the amount of reps that we've got to do, the volume, if you like. So I think it tots up to about 750 reps or something like that. So not too much time for me to drone on and talk today. But we'll have a quick warm up in a minute, and I'll talk you through the logic behind why we've chosen what we have and how we've put it together, and we'll crack on with it. We'll get on with it. What do we need? If you're on carpet, then some Tupperware lid dishes to act as slide pads. If you're on a hard floor, some dusters or some cloths or something like that, and then that gives you that ability to slide your feet, and we can do some slide pad work, which can give us the resistance in a different way that way. So yeah, right. Let's have a quick warm up. You're going to need a chair as well. So let's raise the body temperature to start. It's easier to see what's going on. Let's try that. Hey there, Sean.
Yeah, there, Pat.
Hey, mate, nice one. Sound. Right. All right then, good turnout. Start of the week. Bit of legs then. Let's just start jogging on the spot. Let's see if we can raise the body temperature. We'll think about the planes of movement in just a minute. Think about mobilising the joints, putting some length into the muscle groups as well in just a second. So we've got lots to try and work through. I want to try and keep it so not too much longer than an hour, really. If we can, little starter jumps. Try and whiz through this warm up. I mean, legs naturally act as its own warm up anyway. Soon get warm, heart rate comes up, body temp comes up quite quick. Back to that jog. Some cross-country skiers. Jog. Let's do the check squat. So check and then squat. Progressively deepen the squat. Head up, chest out. Good fold at the pelvis. Good hip hinge. So knees to a high hand. Okay, bring that chair, if there's a chair, something just to hold on to. let's just try using an external rotation at the hip. Very important. So as I swing this leg, let the toe rotate. Move over that shoulder and rotate out. So you've got internal, external rotation at the hip, through the upper leg, through the femur. And change legs really quickly. Just turn 90 degrees, hip flexor and hamstring. And change. Step on those tiptoes. Hip hinge in then, and then bring the hands up. And that's good enough. That'll do for our warm up. All right then. So we've got 4 chunks to work through, if you like. So we've got giant set A, giant set B, giant set C, and then a triset at the end. Metabolic triset at the end. D. 4 movements in A are lunges interspersed with knee dominant leg exercises. All right, so they're going to emphasize the quads. Giant set B, lunges again, interspersed with hip dominant leg exercises, which emphasize the hamstrings with a little bit of assistance from the glutes. So posterior chain or posterior part of the leg. Giant set C gets us working in the frontal plane laterally. So I want to try and get your inner thigh working, your adductors, and I want to try and get this outer hip firing by getting us driving off into the side in some speed skating movements. So I've tried to think about the movement patterns, and we've put these giant sets together according to how the body moves. We're going to spend the vast majority of the session on our feet, building athleticism really. D, dynamic lunge, pop squat, bootstrappers. That's metabolic stress. As if there isn't enough metabolic stress prior, but I wanted to get that rep count up. So that's thrown in there to try and push the rep count up. I'll do a similar sort of workout in the gym, sort of, 1 in 4 workouts with the legs. And it takes a while, but so D might be optional depending on how we go for time, but let's see how we go. And if it's there, we feel good and we've got time to do it, we'll do it, but we'll definitely do giant sets A, B, and C. All right, so we'll see how we go for time. So your first movements then, we've got A1, levitation squat. So we've done these before, so we all know the movements. So if I bring a chair in, levitation squat, I've got that there for a spot, just to give me some balance. And I can drop down, I'm hinging at the hips, single leg squat, down I go and back up. I'm trying to hit 12 there, spin it round, 12 on each leg. Then I'm going to do some lunges, all right? Now, a point about the lunges, I'm going to do a reverse lunge, all right? Because loading the knee by driving forwards and planting all that weight as you go forwards can give a little bit of patellar tendon stress, all right? So I'm going to do my lunges reverse, so I'm going to step back and drop down and then come back to the top. Do lunges however you want to. You can do it if you've got good healthy knees. You can do them in the traditional way if you like. My knees aren't the best, so I'm going to do reverse lunge, which I find is just a little bit kinder for my knee. All right, so I've got my levitation squat, 12 on the left, 12 on the right. Then I've got 12 lunges, 24 reps total, 12 each leg. Then I've got my chair pistol squat, so I'm bringing the chair back in. And then from there, I've got my single leg squats to the chair. Up I come, 12 on each leg. And then finally 12 more lunge on each leg as well to give us about 96 reps there or thereabouts for our giant set. Little breather, and then we'd hit that twice before going into our hip dominant giant set. All right, so that's giant set A. So let's have a go, I suppose. Let me try and set this up so it might be easier for you to see what's going on. Right. Okay. Levitation squat to start us off. So the idea here is just because we've got a load of reps to work through, doesn't mean that we've got to sacrifice the quality of the reps or our time under tension. Our time under tension is going to naturally be high because we've got lots of reps to do. But that doesn't mean that we can blast through them and throw out a load of ugly reps. Okay, I still want us to concentrate on the negative portion of the lift. I still want us to think about all the teaching points that we've really driven home over the last sort of 6 weeks or so. So quality over quantity, even though the emphasis of this week is volume, is quantity, not at the sacrifice of the quality of them. All right, so let's sit it down. Let's give it a go. Let's have a go at these levitation squats to start us off. That's a bit low, that is. Let's come up there. In your own time then, guys, away we go. We've got 96 reps to sort of get through for this first giant set. Right, here we go. 12 reps each side. Hinging at the hip, driving that heel down if you can. Stay nice and tall. I trained my legs a couple of days ago, so they're still sore. 2 more. That's 1. Okay, 12. Swap to the side, straight in. 12 reps again, opposite leg. Try not to put that trailing leg down unless you absolutely have to. Hips square, shoulders square, head up, chest out. Scapula back, hinging at the hips. 2 more, for me anyway. Okay, levitation squat done. I'm going to hit some reverse lunges. 12 each leg. It's going to be less droning on from me, considering we've got quite a lot of reps to do. We're just cracking on with the reps that we've got. Whatever lunge you choose to do, traditional lunge or reverse lunge, focus that negative as you drop that trailing leg knee to the floor. Try and push forward through the hips so that you get a little bit of a stretch to the hip flexor and you stay up nice and tall so that it doesn't become too hip dominant. Hip dominance is just going to come later. A couple more. 2 more for me. I'm going to get 12 each leg on these lunges. And then finally, into the chair pistol squat. Try and get 12 each leg. Ooh, legs burning already. 5. 10. 12. Quick swap. Last little bit. Ooh. 5. 4. 5. 6. 12. Right, and it's the lunges again now to finish this giant set. Levitation squat into lunges. Chair pistol squat into lunges. 12 each leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Halfway there on these last set of lunges for me. Don't rush the reps. Steady tempo. Just keep pumping them out. 17. 18. 20. Nearly there. 32. Oh. First joint set done. Tough. Legs are cooked already. The rest of it's going to be challenging. So a little 6-second breather there or so. We're going to run that again. Levitation squat, 12 each side. Lunges, 12 each side. Chair pistol squat, 12 each side. And finally lunges, 12 each side. So very much a knee dominant joint set to kick us off. Trying our best to batter those quads off from the off. Then we'll get into the posterior leg for our second joint set, into the elevated hip thrusts and the slide hamstring curls. Try and get those hammies. First one done. Need plenty of fluids today, I think. Let those legs recover. Just keep checking the time. Bloody hell, it's 20 past already. Can't believe it. Okay. Let's keep the rest a little shorter today. Keep the intensity up. Yeah. Levitation squat. I'm shooting for 12. Away we go. I'm keeping that trailing leg off the floor as long as I can. 2. I'm hinging at the hips. Hips are square, shoulders are square, heads up, chest out. I'm desperately trying not to put that trailing leg on the floor. If you have the hinge to do it, then fine. Let's get 12. Don't cheat on those reps. Let's get them. It's rep count today. Pop over. Try and keep the work coming. Keep the legs working. Levitation squat spotted, assisting through the chair. Okay, levitation squat's done for me. Into reverse lunges now. 12 each side. 24 total. Feel your way down to the bottom. Don't rush it. Feel that knee dropping down. Work it towards the floor. So you've got some time under tension. 8. Halfway there for me. 40. Come on. Nearly there on the lunges. Right, lunges done. So I'm halfway through this second giant set. Squats. I don't want to be hanging around. I want to get into these. Just get it done. 12 each leg. Five, 6, 7, 8. Come on. 10. One more. Yeah. Quick swap. Oh, here we go. Come on. Nearly there. Oh, that's hard. Technical squats done. To finish the giant set, lunges. Here we go. 24. Don't rush the rep, just keep chipping at them. That's 12. Come on. Four to go. Oh, second giant set done. Oh God, that's hard. Once you've done your reps, take a good rest there. Oh. Plenty of fluids. Oh. That is hard. Right then, while we recover, 25 past. We need to move from knee dominant movements now into hip dominant movements, so we're not just battering on the quads all the time, just a load of exercises with no thought behind why we've chosen them. So into giant set B. First exercise, elevated hip thrust, single leg, 12 each leg. Up onto your feet, lunges as we've just done. Back down on the floor with your slide pads. hamstring curls with your hips high, 12 reps. That's a bilateral movement, so that should go a little bit quicker. Then back on your legs, back up on your feet. Lunges again to finish. So we've got targeted movement lunges, targeted movement lunges. Slightly less reps here because of the bilateral movement at movement 3. Tough though, it's going to be tough. So just a quick demo for you. You want to get yourself set up with your chair. So we'll have your chair here. We'll also have your slide pads next to your chair. If you're working on a slippery floor, a couple of cloths. If you're working on a carpet, a couple of slide pads. So movement 1, elevated hip thrust, 90 degrees, legs up, 1, 2, all the way up to 12. Up on your feet, lunges, back down to the floor, bilateral movement, hips up, hamstring curls, 12 reps, up on your feet, lunges. All right, so that's the giant set B, second giant set, and it's designed to get these hamstrings working with a little bit of glutes, working with a little bit of spinal erectors, bit of hip, bit of pelvic sort of stability muscle groups, a little bit of spinal erectors, a little bit of lower back. All right then, let's have a go. Single leg hip thrusts, elevated hip thrusts first. Squeeze the glutes at the top of every rep. 12 reps each leg. Right, let's do them. Here we go. Squeeze glutes at the top. Oh, concentrate on those muscle groups. They're supposed to be doing the work. 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 11. Bloody hell. Hamstrings cramping already. Oh. Oh. 5, 6, 7. Come on. 8, 9. 2 more. 11. Okay, first movement done. Up on my feet. Lunges. Oh. Let's get the lunges. Here we go. Work that leg down to the floor. 5, work that knee. 6, don't let it touch, but work it down. 7, don't rush the reps. 8, they take as long as they take. 10. Okay, that's halfway on the lunges for me. Keep it going. 12. 13. Keep working. 17. Good reps, remember. 4 to go. Okay, that's my lunges done. Back down to the floor. Slide pad. For my hamstring curls. I want to try and keep my hips up off the floor. That's going to be a challenge, all right? Your hips are going to drop. Do your best to keep them up. 12 reps. Glutes off the floor, hips up. Here we go. Terrible first rep. 2, 3. Hamstrings are cooked already. 4, 6. Keep working. 7. Oh. Drive your hips up as you perform these reps. Not like that. 12. Oh, man. They were hard. Okay, last bit then for this giant set. One more time on the lunges. For me anyway, here we go. Come on. 7, don't rush them. Keep some time under tension. 8. Halfway for me. 17. Come on, keep the reps coming. 20. Nearly there for me. 21. 22. Oh. First hip-driven giant set done. Oh, man. Hamstring's gone already. I couldn't keep my hips up on those slide pad hamstring curls. I just did what I could. That's all you can do. Do what you can. Little breather. We're going to run that giant set one more time and then change the movement plane again. Try and get different recruitment through the legs and through the hips. 6:30. Dominant movements kicking us off. Hip dominant movements for giant set B. Frontal plane. This is the plane across the body this way. For giant set C. If we've got any time or the inclination, occlusion-based metabolic training for tricep D. We'll see how we go when we get there, if we've got the time. All right, last few seconds then. We're going to hit this second set, this second giant set for exercise selection B. Oh. Okay, here we go then. If you're feeling good, let's do it. Let's do our best. And get the reps. Squeeze, focus on the right muscle groups. No different to any of the other workouts that we do. Build that mind to muscle connection. Don't just thrash out horrible reps. You're not going to get great reps as fatigue sets in, but set your reps out with the right intention. You're going to do the reps to the best of your ability. If you're cream crackered and your form's suffering, okay, but you're trying your best to get the best quality rep that you can. Right, here we go. Squeeze my glutes and hammies. Squeeze. 4. Focus your mind on the muscles that are doing the work. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cramping in that hamstring. Oh man, that's working. Oh, you don't need any weight, do you, to do the legs? You do them right. Here we go. Squeeze those hamstrings. Last one. Oh man. Up on your feet. Let's get at them. Take as long as they take. Chip away at it. That's 6 for me. Halfway to my lunges. Keep chipping away. Intensity. We found the intensity again. No point if there's no intensity. 4 more reps to me and I'm done on these lunges first time round. Okay, lunges done. Down to the floor. Got my slide pads. Hamstring curls. Doing my best. 12 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, Russell. Last time down on the lunges. Quarter in, 6 in for me. Halfway now on these lunges. Take as long as they take. Don't force them. Keep chipping away at it. Four more for me. Come on. Oh, done. Finish up your reps. Good shake out, good rest, good stretch. I'm going to go and get another drink. Won't be a minute. Oh. Tough going. In theory, that's the halfway point. Right, so 22. All right, so we've got giant set C now, and this is moving in the frontal plane. The frontal plane is across the body laterally, I suppose. All right, so the idea here is we try and hit the abductors, which move the leg outwards. I'll drop the camera down. You might be able to see that a little better. So abduction is the process of taking away from the midline of the body, and adduction is the process of adding to the midline of the body. All right, so you've got glute med, outer hip moving away, and you've got the big muscle group runs on the inner thigh. You've got your adductor. So it's important that we try and encompass the whole of the leg if we can. All right, so we've done the quad, we've done the hamstring and a little bit of glute. We want to try and hit these muscle groups that are sort of missing at the moment. So we've got your slide lateral lunge. All right, so what you're going to need here is one slide pad. Let's see if I can sort of set this up for you. And you can see what's going on. We've not done this one yet. Right, touch. All right. So we're going to go for that slide lateral lunge for a step backwards. I'm going to try and slide out, squeeze up. I'm driving that foot into the floor and pulling it in here. The emphasis is going to be on the inner thigh. So out I go. Good stretch, squeeze, back to the top. Out I go. Good stretch, squeeze it in, back to the top. We're aiming for 12. This is a tough one. All right. If you're struggling with the slide pad, let's say you do 6, kick it away and go into a lateral lunge. Yeah, lateral lunge, that'll be okay. You might have to go the other way to get the emphasis. And you get the emphasis there and drive back. Then that's our first movement. Try and stick with the slide pad though, who's better with the slide pad. Second movement, lunges, exactly the same as what we've done. 12 inches, let's give us 24. Third movement, we're going to go for a speed skater. Now, the idea behind the speed skater is we're hitting the opposing muscle group. So the slide pad hits here. I'm hoping the speed skaters are going to give you an emphasis here. What we're going to do is we're going to sink, and we're going to do 12 drives each side. So I'm going to sink down, I'm going to drive over, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm staying low, and that process of driving out and off is going to hopefully hit that outer glute. Once we've done 12 on each leg of those speed skaters, we're finishing up with the lunges. So slide pad, frontal lunge, 12 each leg, lunges, 12 each leg, speed skaters, 12 each leg, lunges, 12 each leg, completes the third giant set C, I suppose, and we're going to do 2 of those. All right, just have another quick minute, 30 seconds, 20 seconds. Okay, kicking off with the slide pad. Let's get those lunges in the frontal plane, this lateral lunge. As soon as you feel good to go, let's go. Right, push it out, squeeze it in, 1, push it out, 2, 3, squeeze it in, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Come on. 9, 10, 11, 12. Quick swap. Hard to get good reps here. Not often we're moving this plane. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. 2 more for me. Oh, last one. Oh, done. Lunges then. That's halfway for me in the lunges. Oh, nearly there on the lunges. 4 more for me. Okay, halfway there. Try and turn my attention to my outer hip. I've got 24 speed skaters total.
Oh.
Go low. Let's see how I go with these. Oh, 24. Oh, right, last set of lunges. That's halfway for me on the lunges. Come on. One more. Oh, done for me. Keep going if you're not finished. Finish your reps. First joint set done in the lateral plane. My legs have gone. Coming up 10-2. We've definitely got one more of these to do. We'll see how we feel after that. Take the fluids on board. Let's have a little bit of a rest there. Let's give the legs every opportunity to get the best possible quality of rep as they can in this next joint set coming up. That's hard. Right then, before we start this next set, I want to try and show you a little modification that you can do to give yourself every opportunity to get these slide lunges done well. Okay, so let's try and give ourselves a spot if you feel you need it. All right, so give you a little demo. I'll bring a chair in. What I can do is I can take a percentage of my body weight away from myself with the chair. All right, so I've got my slide pad there, right leg. I can just lean into that chair just a little, and that chair can help me just by pressing down into that chair. Still tough. Just helps you balance. So if you feel like your body weight ones are struggling, bring the chair in, and that can help you just get. I can just take enough percentage of your body weight away just to give you those good quality reps. Let's have another 30 seconds. We'll go again in just a sec. Last joint set in the frontal plane. We'll see how we feel for the metabolic stuff, for the occlusion training. It might be that we just have a stretch off after this one. Time's against us, but we'll see. Okay, let's get stuck into it then. Let's have a go at these frontal plane lunges. 12 each leg. Get that inner thigh. Feel the reps suffering. Feel that fatigue setting in. It's all good for the legs though. That's 12 on my right leg. Okay. Not the best, but that's 12 on my right leg. 12 on my left. Here we go. Halfway. Two more. One more. Oh, God. They're hard. Lunges. Don't go too long. Water of the way there. And over halfway now for me. Oh, come on. 4 reps to go on my first set of lunges. Come on. Okay, that's the lunges done. Okay. Out of hip. Speed skaters.
Oh yeah, come on.
Come on then, speed skaters. Here we go. That is done for me. Last time lunges. Let's have them. Here we go. Quarter of the way there. That's halfway for me. 4 reps to go. Come on, I'm done. Come on. Oh, 24 lunges. Oh my God. That's savage. No weight involved, but that felt hard. Oh. Oh. What time is it? Just gone 5-2. Oh. That's hard. Let's leave the metabolic stress. We ain't got the time. And to be honest, there's not much left in the tank. So maybe that was a bit of wishful thinking on my part. We've still done well. We've probably done about 500 reps there or so. So loads of reps. My legs feel like jelly. So I know there was adequate stimulus there to sort of advance our physicality, if you like. And that's ultimately what we're looking for. You know, if there's enough stimulus there to progress, the job's done. And I'm sure, and I know there was on that session. So we'll have a little stretch off there. We'll bring the chair in and just something underneath your knees, just to sort of protect those knees. Stretch out the quad to start us off. So put that leg on the chair. Put the knee down. Stretch. Feel it on this trailing leg, hip flexor and quad. Get to that point of discomfort and just hold it there. A good 20-second stretch on that quad. Quick change over one with this position. Oh. Heel into the glute, pushing forwards, quad hip flexor, trailing leg. Do your best to push your hips forwards. Stretch out that quad. And up we come. Oh. Stretch out the hamstring.